when the wind is to his back and against the wind, a real tight spiral and stepping into his throws is critical.
How about this run from Jeremy McNichols, the freshman playmaker from Long Beach.
Off to Williams Rhodes.
McNichols, he breaks a tackle and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
He appreciates the way these guys have worked and how far they've come in this one season.
Edric to McNichols, trying to make another play, and he powers his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Enough again to McNichols, bouncing outside, touchdown Broncos. Gets the call. Touchdown. Williams Rhodes in motion. A lot of motion for Boise. McNichols, he knows where he wants to go, and he gets there. The ball is ripped out after the touchdown, and Boise is on the board on the 52-yard drive. They got him at the 3-yard line and go to McNichols. He knows where the money is. His second rushing touchdown of the night. He looks full 16 yards. This time they bubble screen it. McNichols. Ooh, that's a sweet move. McNichols, touchdown, Boise!
Boise State. McNichols again. All kinds of space. Touchdown, Broncos! So third and very short. McNichols, stutter steps. McNichols into the end zone.
Well thrown. Spur back, big play.
McNichols again.
And they hand the ball off. Jeremy McNichols bounces it left side with room. And a lot of speed to midfield. To the 40 down the sideline. And finally steps out of bounds inside the end. Jake Rowe in motion, another handoff. McNichols into the end zone, touchdown. Nobody's got more of those in the country. Jeremy McNichols, his 9th touchdown of the year already. And we're not spotlighted that right tackle. Now they'll swing it out left side. McNichols with the catch to the 5. He'll walk in, end zone, touchdown. That was easy and impressive. That was a 24-yard gain. They stay on the ground. And McNichols has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Pick them apart.
See Boise in the red zone, what they've been able to do. And there is the ground that we talked about. McNichols made it. What a run. Touchdown.
Makes this offense so hard to defend.
2nd and 5, McNichols straight ahead. A huge hole for Jeremy McNichols, and he takes it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. All too easy for Jeremy McNichols. 50 back into the shotgun. They just get it off. Brett Rippon. Deep shot. Downfield it is caught. What a grab by Jeremy McNichols.
Play action.
Toss it to McNichols. Stretching, does he get in? Yes! Touchdown number 14 of the season for Jeremy McNichols.
Handoff, McNichols. Whoa! He does get in for the score, but Andrew Wingard. They fake the jet sweep, throw the pass, and there's McNichols into the end zone, touchdown.
McNichols, great stiff arm. He gets loose. One man to beat. Touchdown. And that is the haymaker.
Knew it was man coverage.
Little toss out to McNichols. Again, making defenders miss. And McNichols trying to do it himself for Boise State. A big run across mid. Pressure, look out. Rippon gets rid of it. McNichols avoids tacklers and is going to go in for the touchdown.
9 straight games. And it's McNichols on first down with a burst. Foot race for McNichols. What a start for Boise State.
He can flat out spin it.
They told us yesterday they would like to establish the run as well, but they're doing all right through the air. And the deep ball to McNichols coming 3,000 yards on the season. And here is the give right up the middle and a gaping hole. And Boise State will need just 3 plays to get on the board. They'll fake the jet sweep. McNichols wide open out of the backfield. He's already picked up his 2nd touchdown of the day. McNichols met at the line, and then the bounce gets him in for the touchdown.
Stopped. There's their power formation, and walking it into the end zone, Jeremy McNichols. An impressive opening drive for Boise State. 20-yard pickup. Here's the double pass, wide open. That's going to go for a touchdown, Jeremy McNichols. That went for 20 yards. Right back to McNichols, who dodges a tackler and works his way in for the touchdown.
Too easy right there.
Touchdown.
Too easy.
McNichols gets the call and scores. Touchdown Broncos. An extra tight end in McNichols, tiptoeing into the end zone. Touchdown Boise.
That hurt to think about. Took out the Sooners, the most memorable games of the BCS era. Ahead goes McNichols. I think he's in. He should be in. And lets the whistle blue play dead. Now they give it to him. Touchdown Broncos.
And the ability to finish drive.
McNichols bouncing out, but Dakuta's winning. It is touchdown.
Somebody can come open.
Trips to the top. They go shovel pass again. And guess who? McNichols. Touchdown. 1st and 10. Jeremy McNichols again. Look out. He's taking this game over. Taking it over. 70 yards.
Dana's in the game at tight end, 87 in blue. Here's Cedric Wilson, and this is a pass. And wide open is McNichols. Some trickeration to start tonight in Boise. Touchdown.
Cheer in their loss to the Lobos. Handing off, that's McNichols, straight ahead, touchdown, Boise State. McNichols is in, his first rushing touchdown.
And that's plagued this team all the way back to a year ago.
Give it to McNichols again, 2nd and goal. Fighting through tackles, McNichols crosses the goal line, touchdown, Jeremy McNichols.
Colorado State 5. McNichols trying to bounce it out wide. Gets a nice block from Anderson, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. 7 for the Broncos. Slip and puts it in the belly of McNichols straight ahead. And there goes Jeremy McNichols. It's a foot race to the end zone, and McNichols will win that race. Touchdown Broncos. 80 yards.
On that first play.
Rip it on 3rd down. Boise great on 3rd down, and this is an early dagger. McNichols out of the backfield, running away for a touchdown, Boise State. Trailing by 6. On the ground, McNichols shoving his way in. Touchdown.
First and goal. McNichols bounces outside, breaks the tackle, race for the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Boise State. In the backfields, and it's McNichols staying on his feet amazingly across the 20 to the 30. McNichols out near midfield. What an effort. From the 2, McNichols touchdown, and the Broncos make Wyoming pay.
Back to the ground, back to McNichols. Breaks another tackle, makes a sweet little move, racing for the end zone. He'll get there first. Touchdown, Broncos. 21 straight games for the touchdown for McNichols. McNichols, he is the money back for that end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Offense. 3rd down, less than a yard.
McNichols has a hole, and he's gone! Touchdown, Boise State. 35 yards. Hit one. 1st and 10. McNichols escapes one tackle, busted outside. One man to beat, and he's dropped. No, this is going to be an almost impossible offense to stop. McNichols right side is in. Touchdown.
Loaded up with tight ends, and it's a give to McNichols. Bouncing to the outside for a Bronco touchdown. Brown. McNichols again walks into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. And Boise out of the eye, back to McNichols. Low to Lele, couldn't get him. Jeremy McNichols turns on the Jets out of bounds inside the 5. There is McNichols staying on his feet long enough to roll into the end zone for touchdown number 3 tonight. To try to propel yourself towards getting a block. Here's McNichols back to the ground, and the cutback from Jeremy McNichols. He gets the block he needed for the touchdown. It was Thomas Spurback who...
Boise State on 1st down. Jeremy McNichols has room to run on his first touch of the game. McNichols is going to break it inside the 10, down inside the 5, and Jeremy McNichols rolls 50.